Mr. Salvidio, this is Hal Jacobs, PGA professional at Worcester Country Club, just reviewing our golf lesson today on April 14th, 2000. Here you are at a dress from a view down the line. I like a lot of your setup. You know, we talked about if you get tired or if you begin to deteriorate and you lose this hip angle. I just want to bring up a couple, actually one guy that I think is a great picture for you to see is Peter Lonard. So you can see that he's got, you know, a little bit straighter knees than you do, but he's got a great angle in his hips, one that I would like to see you at. So, in terms of down the line, I was pretty happy. Your feet are a hair closed. Our target's out here. Our target's out there, and it looks to me like your feet are a little bit pointed to the right of it, but your shoulder line is perfect. So just watch your feet in terms of setup. If I slowly go through your golf swing here, you see a little bit of a rise on the top of your backswing, and that's gonna, you know, that's again, if I put this line right here, and you start taking it back, you see how you've come up out of it. But a lot of that, look at your hip angle. It hasn't really remained the same. If I come here and draw a line on Peter Lonard and take him to the top of his swing, I still see a pretty good hip angle here. Your hips have kind of scooched in a little bit. But really, the big thing that we talked about two things. Number one, fixing your setup in terms of this picture. And if I bring up our comparison, Peter Lonard, you can take a look at what his hands look like. I think your hands are a little bit too far ahead, especially for hitting low and left shots. I would recommend that you put your hands back a little bit. And the other thing we talked about was how your hips are supposed to lead that downswing and keep rotating through. And here we have a picture of you a little bit later in the lesson. And you can see your hands are a little bit better. Let's see if I could zoom in here. So it's a little bit better, but this swing on the right is one that you hit fat, and it was because your hips slid. Let's see. Let me just put this line here. So you can see how much you slid ahead of the golf ball. And if I drew a line from your head, you know, your head starts to move quite a bit ahead of that line, which is one of the reasons why you hit it fat. Instead of rotating, remember we talked about rotating your hip at the start of the downswing. So that's kind of the two things. We worked on your hand position right here, and we worked on your hip rotating and not sliding ahead. So I hope that helps. Just give me a call or email me or just flag me down if you see me by the shop and let me know how things are going.